Hi, I'm Mike Huxley and this is the Bemused channel. And you know, one of the biggest questions I get asked all the time about gap year travel is whether people should actually take one or not. So I wanted to put that to bed once and for all and just ask, should you take a gap year? Taking a gap year is one of the best things anyone can do for themselves for a whole ton of reasons. And as much as I love travel, I'm obviously going to be a little bit biased and I'm going to tell everyone that they should take a gap year. But I do say this in full knowledge that gap years obviously aren't for everyone. Some people just aren't happy traveling for that length of time, or they're happy with shorter breaks every year. And as much as I don't get that, if that's what makes you happy, then that's fine, you do you. This video is for all those people who want to take a gap year, or they're dreaming of traveling the world, but for one reason or another they're starting to question that decision and they're starting to wonder if it's the right thing for them to do or not. Now, taking a gap year has a lot of benefits for your health and well-being, your personal development, your studies, your career. The list is very long, but obviously whether taking a gap year is the right thing for you or not depends a lot on your own specific situation. Whether you're working an entry-level job and you're not getting anywhere, whether you're finishing college and you're about to start uni, or whether you've graduated and you're about to start your career, or maybe you're even years into your career that you've spent a long time and a lot of effort into building up. Taking a gap year can be a great thing regardless of any of these circumstances, but they do all come with their own specific sets of pros and cons that you do have to consider. Now, a large proportion of gap year travellers are still student age, those who are just about to enter uni or they've just finished college, and one of the biggest worries I hear from them is that taking a gap year is going to affect their studies, that it's going to leave them behind. And yes, taking a year out does mean that you're going to start a year later than you're normally going to, or if you take a gap year during your studies, your friends are going to be a year ahead of you. But so what? In the grand scheme of things, does that really matter? No. You're still going to have your degree after it. You're still going to get the career that you want at the end of it. You're just going to have an awesome year of travel on top of all that that your friends aren't going to have. And if you travel before you start your studies, taking a gap year can help you really get ready for them as well. I mean, think about it. You've already spent so many years in school or college. Taking a break from that can really help you stop from burning out and get you rested up and ready to start again. And that can help improve your grades as well. And if you aren't sure what to study or what you want to do with your life after it, taking a gap year can give you a lot of perspective on that and help you figure it out. It can help teach you about yourself. And if it doesn't teach you what you want, it may very well show you what you don't want, and that can be just as important. I've met so many travellers who've changed their degrees after travelling or changed their career plans entirely. And again, a lot of people have the same concerns about their job or career as students do about their studies. They think that if they take a gap year, that it's going to hold them back, that having that gap on the CV is going to stop them from moving up the career ladder or even getting a job entirely. They think that somehow employers are going to view it as a bad thing. And for people who are already working, they think that leaving and taking a gap year means that they're going to lose their jobs. Nothing could be further from the truth. If you've got a job that doesn't require any specific quals or skills, it doesn't matter too much anyway. You can still take a well-deserved break to travel and then just find a new job when you get back. It may not be the same job, but you will find one. And if you're building a specific career up, or you've already got an established one, you can still take time out from that. You are not an indentured slave chained to your desk. You can take a sabbatical, an agreed amount of unpaid leave, or even just quit and get a similar job when you get back. I'm living proof of that. I've been travelling the world for 15 years. I've had tons of gap years, snap years and extended breaks, and I've still managed to build a solid career as a senior nurse on top of all that. It's all about how you spin your gap year on your CV, and it's about your mentality as well. It's about whether you think you're in charge or whether your employer's in charge of what you do with your life. And trust me, it is not your employer. And the benefits to taking a gap year when you're in a career are largely the same as well. Taking a career break to travel can really stop you getting burnt out. And again, it can give you that renewed passion for your work, or even give you the energy to go for that promotion or that new role that you've always wanted. And apart from making your CV stand out from the crowd, taking a gap year can give you a lot of soft skills that employers really love, like logistical organisation, communication skills, language skills even. And there are employers who are really starting to take notice of that. But apart from all that, taking a gap year can be really good just for you as well. It can give you a wealth of knowledge and cultural understanding that you just can't get from a classroom. A gap year can give you the self-confidence to know that you can deal with anything the world throws at you and then some. It can teach you a lot about yourself as well, enough for you to make any changes that you need to live a happier life on your own terms long after you've finished your travels, and you'll even get a ton of awesome travel stories and memories as well. So if you're dreaming of taking a gap year or travelling the world, if you want to do it but you're unsure whether it's the right thing for you or not, just do it. The worst thing that can happen is that you find long-term travel isn't for you and you can come back home and pick up your life where you left off. No harm, no foul. But what you don't want to do is dream of taking a gap year or travelling the world, not do it and then regret it later. Trust me, I'm a nurse. I have seen so many people reach the end of their lives and look back with regret to ever let that happen to me. And I do not want it to happen to you as well. So what are you waiting for? If you want to take a gap year, just do it. Go. Get out there and explore the world. Trust me, you will not regret it. So that's it guys, thank you so much for watching, and if you haven't already, please hit those thumbs up and subscribe buttons, and if you like what you see and want to support the channel, please check out all the good stuff on the website as well, and come and join the conversation on social media too. Links as always are in the descriptions down below, and thanks again for watching, and I will see you next week.